Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Played in. Real chance! Militao. For Conte. Costa Curta. And Dixon. Griezmann is herring after that one. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte, Davids, a mixture of good defending and indecisive passing, no progress. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well read, nice interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for a runner. Well, that's well spotted. He's shifting through the gears here. Conte. He has a look up. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Mbappe is flagged offside. Santos still without a single shot on target. Conte. Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Threads one in. Nedved. And this is Owen. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Pass somewhat off target. That'll be a throw. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Kante. Nedved. That has not gone well. And it's Messi. Vieira. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Griezmann. Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Owen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He has found the way through.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking tidy in possession here. Rijkaard. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Griezmann is onto it in a flash. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Deep into stoppage time. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Conte. Griezmann. No, that's been intercepted. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substituição.
And the second half gets underway. So neither side has yet broken through. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Spread out to the left. Messi. And he's picked out the run. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is good alertness. Now it's Owen. Owen! And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's had it nicked away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Villa. Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's via Messi. He's found a way through. Messi hurtling down that right flank. That is good strength. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Engages and forces him off the ball. Just about up to the hour now. And he welcomes it in. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keep.
Goes for a shot! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Roberto Carlos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And that's a dangerous ball. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Villa. There they go, hunting in packs. Now it's Owen. Out to the left it goes. Well timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
David Villa. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that looks a cracking ball.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Villa. And smartly reclaimed. Griezmann. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now who's going to be first to this? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Nice bit of skill and he's away. And it's made its way to him. Five minutes left on the clock. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Griezmann. 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 Oh, that's fabulous. Conte. And this is Kante.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substituição no time do Santos.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Dixon tries a shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Camisa 14, Neymar. Camisa 13, camisa 20.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the...
Real chance! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Having a shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Good ball over the top. Griezmann! Well, there's the clearance. Dixon, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision, chips it through. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's definitely not his best. It's a searching pass. Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he get it through? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He can get that clear. And here's Messi. And it's Griezmann. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. Goes looking wide. Griezmann. Out to the left it goes. It's run loose here. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Griezmann. Now Davids. Griezmann. Now it's Bebeto. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos goes direct. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Curta. Ambitious ball here. Out of play for a throw. Pelé. Pelé. Good purposeful running this.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 6. Roberto
And that's the second half started.
Number 9.
Santos have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Taking place.
Now it's Neymar. Bebeto! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Neymar. And it's played forward. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Santos do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end...
Terrific header! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that has been clubbed away. And Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Replace him is number 21.
So it's going to be another corner.
Substitution.
Santos have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Referee's given a throw. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ball's out once more. 60 minutes played. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now it's Neymar. That's very neat. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
And it's Griezmann. Messi! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids. Oh, that's superb. He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Griezmann. And that should get the job done. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi might just make this. Now it's Rooney. Not the most accurate pass. That's a sharp pass. Mateus. And this is Rooney. Nicely weighted ball. Corner then. It's their second corner of the game.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Spread out to the left. Rooney. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Santos are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
They're urging him to shoot. It's a threatening ball. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played back in.
Added minute has been indicated.
Bayer claims comfortably. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No luck with that dink over the top. And the referee brings it to a close. Santos played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now there's a fine ball. A lot of space ahead of him. And a chance! Goal! Santos! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Lewandowski. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Costa Curta. David Villa is onto it in a flash. Floated through. Thinks about the shot. That's an imaginative pass. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Conte. Griezmann. Good ball, good take. And he's been shifted off it. And he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to get it away. And it's Messi. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? That's good vision. Now it's Yamal. And the flag has stayed down. Now the ball in. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what a mistake! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Kante. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski going full tilt down the left. Neatly clipped into space. Bayer gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Kubasi. Madrid finding their passes. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Tries to play it through. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cannavaro. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Probing pass. Good read, needed to be.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That's a good ball. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And he's out. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, colaborem com o nosso fundo de reforma do estádio.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to...
Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Reims with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cross needs to be good.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's there to retrieve it. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now it's Mbappe. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Reims do have a chance to counter here. And here's Batistuta. Conte. Santos, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That ball looks a good one. It's a promising position. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Aubameyang clears it away. And back it goes.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Messi. Oh, good ball. Nice control. Nice interception, well timed. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well timed, excellent interception. Dixon. Tries to play it through.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
Takes a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
Bellingham. Reims applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Maldini. Now it's Aubameyang. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Oh, super ball! And Aubameyang! They want to be quick to recover this. And they're back on the ball again. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Conte. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Batistuta. Great vision. And this is Griezmann. Conte. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Messi. Neatly clipped into space. It's not an especially good pass, that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's good play. Thinks about the shot. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Les personnes chargées de la sécurité sont priées de se présenter au PC sécurité. Changement. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 97. À leur place, le numéro 9.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Changement en cours.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mbappe. Now has he got the... Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's got a goal! There is the breakthrough. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Santos have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Totti is flagged offside. That's a sharp pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He is just caressing the ball. Conte, nicely spread. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. time and again they are repelled. Turns back here, probably the best option. Dixon. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to make...
Real chance!
Stade de Reims really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bellingham. Santos still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Petrauda defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Ronaldinho. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Pedri. Pedri. Santos finding their passes.
Santos clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Totti. Santos are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Oh, well measured. Maldini cuts it out. And it's Totti. Stood up well to him there. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. It's a good spell of possession, this. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And this is Totti. And that's a good... It's Griezmann! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Ah! Back in business! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Stade de Reims really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking tidy in possession here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's in on goal! And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. Mateus. Well, that's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Villa, and it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is lovely.
Well, this is intriguing.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Pedri touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Del Piero. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Brilliantly cut out. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe! Now this... He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Very nicely done. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Messi. Pirlo does really well to win the ball there. Mateus. Pirlo. And it's Rijkaard. Griezmann. For Messi. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mateus. Played out to the left flank. Hernandez crosses. Oh, he's been Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well measured. There's no flag! And he shoots!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now this could be a chance. And he was alert to it. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Villa. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's found a way through. Here comes the cross. Nesta attempts a clearance. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Invitiamo tutti I tifosi a usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata situati vicino all'ingresso. Grazie. Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again.
Santos are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Messi. And a chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looking for options for movement. Santos, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he's cut it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Pedri. Lovely bit of skill. It's a threatening ball. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Davids. And here's Mbappe.
Santos really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain...
Mateus! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's there to retrieve it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Messi. Played into space. Good ball over the top. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Rijkaard. So what can they make of this? He won't be happy with that one. Santos perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's being urged to shoot. And a shot! Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, that's clever. No, he's just misjudged that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rijkaard. And Hernandez. And it's Bergomi. Now Costa Curta. Messi. Floated through. And he's intervened well there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Plenty to aim. And the shot! Goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nesta plays it forward. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Bebeto.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. And the ball's come loose here. Hernandez. Big chance! And with that, the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Pedri voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Santos.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Cannavaro has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Van Basten. Now this could be a chance. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Up he goes! And one more try! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Vieri duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh no, what a shot at goal! He scored! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a good ball out wide. He's got away. And here's Cruyff. And this is Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, the ball's tries from distance. It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Lovely. He's had a shot! It's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
We have got ourselves a game here. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Santos with this to equalise. A formality. penalty, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Santos presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's going to be a booking. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
I'll be keeping an eye on this man, Safi Salih, Peter.
Footballing royalty in his native Malaysia, of course.
Well, his track record.
And the shot! It's their first effort on goal.
Safi Salih really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Opts to play it. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, it's just a little long. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That pass has been well intercepted. That is good strength. Knocks it into space. Good chance here! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Stood up well to him there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's had it taken off him. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And that's an errant pass. Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick out. There's the header!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Played into space, and he cuts out the supply. Nicked it back promptly. Kvaratskhelia looking to penetrate opposition lines. Modric does really well to win the ball there. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Modric can see things others simply cannot. Spread out to the left. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Kvaratskhelia. Brazil are looking to go forward now. It's a searching pass. No way through. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging it. Takes a shot! Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Mbappe! Lovely feet.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Goes for the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Safi Salih clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance here to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Modric did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Maldini calmly anticipates. Oh, super find. Oh, super ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Georgia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that is a little undercooked.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nice control. Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. Dembele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Great vision. He won't be happy with that one.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9.
And we're off again.
Vai ser substituído.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
In chance! Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's in plenty of space here. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Opts for safety. Davids. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Bayer claims comfortably. Couldn't squeeze it through.
That's good play from him.
Griezmann. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. He has a look up. Oh, that was vital. And a chance! Oh, taken with style. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Brazil have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Pedri. Davids. Thinks about the shot. He's being urged to shoot. And he's cut it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too...
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And there's the the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Safi Salih, distributed tidily. Dixon. This looks promising. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Brazil have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely, now then. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kvaratskhelia. Safi Salih. Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now that looks a decent ball. Kvaratskhelia looking to run onto it. And he's picked it up out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Kvaratskhelia, he's had a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Georgia are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Davids. Pedri. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Safi Salih. Now that's well seen too. Well, that has not gone well. And this is Griezmann. He's found a way through. Out of play for a goal kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time. I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's the...
Good effort from distance. And it's in. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
I'll be keeping an eye on this man, Safi Salih, Peter.
Footballing royalty in his native Malaysia, of course.
Well, his track record speaks for itself, especially at international level. He's definitely a goal threat here.
Really looking forward to what he has to offer.
Me too.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Aubameyang. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, they could break here. Griezmann. Scholes. And it's Gullit. That's a shade optimistic. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to play it through. Oh, super ball. And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, can he get onto this? And the counter is on. And here's Neymar. That is good strength. Scholes. Shot a goal! Goal! Galatasaray! There is the breakthrough. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Aubameyang is onto this. Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's been shifted off it. Pedri, Aubameyang. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Griezmann. Searching pass he's played there. And the shot! And that has been cleared. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Davids. And it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Aubameyang.
This is the time you need that pace.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking tidy in possession here. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's clever. Goes for a shot! He's hit it first time.
Safi Salih cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Oh, good-looking ball. Costa Curta. Aubameyang. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Scholes has created one goal already. And it's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Could be danger here. Or Aubameyang. There's the shot! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this.
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Brazil really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Brazil are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 97.
Second period then underway.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 14.
Cannavaro. Ambitious ball here. Oh, easy pickings there. Pull it. And here's Eto'o.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Chouameni. It's a searching pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Messi. Messi looks to get on the end of this. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's in on goal. Real chance here. Shoots! Danger averted for now. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now he's got space here. Neymar showing great feet there. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Eto'o. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. That's good vision. Messi. Messi's cross. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Eto'o. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Cannavaro. Davids.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's Neymar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Camisa 8, camisa 10.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Para a entrada de
Galatasaray are looking to go forward now.
18, camisa 13.
The ball has bounced loose now. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Brazil have their second corner now. And this is Neymar. Backward it goes. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that is a little undercooked. Rijkaard. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar. That's been slipped through. No, that's been intercepted. Conte. And it's Conte. Steaming on goalwards.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Cannavaro. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.